and welcome to another episode of Chessboy 10. Today, we're going to be reviewing a game with Joda Dude and Mystery Man because I've cropped the video, which hopefully means that I can still upload it to YouTube, but who knows, right? Okay, anyway, let's start. Gosh. Mystery Man starts with e4. Classic opening, king's pawn opening, like widely used like 90% of the time or something. Then Joda Dude proceeds to make the Scandinavian defense. After a brief exchange of pawns, it is now the Mies's Kotrich variation. Mystery Man attacks with the knight. It's a tempo, and Joda Dude moves over here. It's like a pretty good position for the queen, honestly, because the pieces cannot actually attack it unless Mystery Dude really tries. Okay, next move is knight f3. It's just a classic open developing move. Mystery Dude and Joda Dude just continue developing. There's like two pawns staring at each other here, but it's protected by here. Bishop f4, another developing move. Knight, then bishop. You can see that this eval bar is really taking a roller coaster ride. It seems like Mystery Man is actually winning. Next is it's blocking now. You can see that the best move here for Mystery Man is to attack the pin piece. Of course, he does. Well, I was wrong. He does. Well, anyway, Mystery Man has a 1.68 advantage, a super high advantage. The knight takes, and oh my gosh, look at the eval bar. It's booming. And then there goes the queen. Mystery Man is now up a knight. Up 2 points. Next, e6 comes, attacking the queen. The eval bar is at a steady 4.27. The queen goes back. It's a completely winning position. All Mystery Man has to do is simplify the position until there's only like a few pieces left, and they can win in the end game. Castle's taking that thing. It's a good trade because bishops are usually better than knights. Now this move, it's like a mistake. Well, yeah. You can see that the best move here was queen to f3, like this, attacking this. But then Mystery Man does not see that move and goes here. Don't worry, it's still a pretty good position for Mystery Man. It's still up 2 points, keep in mind. Bishop d7 boosts the eval bar again. It's kind of like a quite mistakey position, considering that Joda Dude is only 800 rated, and Mystery Man is also probably around the same level. Okay. Anyway, bishop takes knight, not the best trade ever, but well, there's still 3 points. So the pawn takes. It's double pawns now, and Mystery Man is up 4.4 now. Castles definitely makes the position almost equal now. White actually missed a chance to do like an attack here on the doubled pawns. Well, castle is still a rather defensive move. It doesn't do anything bad. I'd say it's an inaccuracy. But what White failed to miss, failed to spot, was that this rook to d4 is actually a fork now, and it wins a bishop. Mystery Man now probably devastated. it goes back to e2, and there goes the bishop. And Joe the Dude is up a pawn. Now the evil bar is heading the other way now, and Mystery Man makes a battery. And okay, now it's still pretty losing for Mystery Man. Black goes here, taking advantage of the empty rank. The rook moves over here, trying to trade. Although trading is definitely not the best option here. King to b8 brings the evil bar to literally equal again. Still tiny bit losing for Mystery Man, but it's okay. Well, the best move here for Stockfish is knight to e4, like this. I guess it controls the center. And Mystery Man's next move is, in fact, rook takes d8. And rook takes d8 is the next best move, though. And after a brief exchange, the rook and queen are at a standoff now. The rook blocks. Now you do not really want to trade for white here, because if they take, then the pawn takes back, and then they win a tempo. So then your knight has to move. Mystery Man plays h3, king b7, and then finally white just caves in and takes the rook. This is actually I guess white felt like, oh, I'm so smart, and then did this, which is not a losing move, actually. Well, it is kind of. But if you take the knight, then you take the queen. But Stockfish can counter this by playing queen a5, like this, and the knight will still be in danger. But Joe the Dude does not do this, and does this. It's protecting the pawn. So now, White's plan has been foiled. The knight moves away, probably saddened, and then the king hops over. Now it's equal, actually, because the material is still not equal, but it's pretty good for white, honestly. They can try to take advantage of the position. White goes here. I guess they're trying to do some kind of weird trade thing. The pawn comes attacking the knight. The knight retreats to, honestly, a quite bad position. The pawn marches forward. It's trying to promote, and well, but white just takes, right? The queen takes, or it doesn't. Well, it goes down. And the queen wants a trade, so, well, of course white takes, because, yeah. Okay, so now this is actually very losing for white. Oh my gosh, look at the eval bar. Because the knight is far worse than the bishop in an endgame. So, they're actually even on pawns here. And white just proceeds to randomly march pawns for some reason. The knight tries to somehow maneuver itself to maybe take the pawns. Now, the good thing is that this is a dark squared bishop, but and most of the pieces for white is on white squares, which means the bishop cannot move anywhere. So this pawn can just go here, and then the bishop can officially not take any more pieces unless something happens, and then the pawns move, which is honestly very easy to happen. This pawn moves. white does probably a useless check. Now this does threaten a fork. You see down here, if the king comes here, then the knight goes here and wins the bishop through a fork. However, oh gosh, the king still has another safe place, which is here. And it's still a free pawn, but there's still a bishop, and a bishop is still better than a knight. However, Joe the Dude is does not spot the fork, and lucky white takes the pawn, wins the bishop. Now this is a completely winning position. You just have to watch the pass pawn over here and devour all the pawns. Black goes here, white hops over happily, and black starts to take all the pawns, because that's basically the only choice of maybe winning here. The white knight also takes, and the king comes over, attacks the knight. The knight runs away. This is only a 2 plus 2.80 for white now. That was not the best move. After that, the king takes the pawn, and now this is a completely even position. Why? Because the king takes the pawn. There is still a chance for this pawn to promote, because now that the pawn is taken, there is no more blocker of the pawn. And when the knight retreats, it's now probably going to have to sacrifice itself for the pawn, and then 3 pawns versus 3 pawns is even. Anyway, the knight just takes pawns. The pawn runs away, goes, and you can see the eval bar is literally not moving anymore, and all these things are also not moving. This pawn moves for some reason. White tries desperately to defend this, to defend the square, but the king just comes down. Check again, not check, and white resigns because he thinks that there's no way of stopping this. However, as you can see, the eval bar says plus 7.79 for white, because white actually failed to spot the winning move here, which was this. See? It's a fork. It's a fork. The king can protect the pawn, but the knight just sacrifices itself, and 3 pawns versus 2 pawns is obviously winning. Just look at the eval bar. So, this is basically like the white resigns and then looks at the game reveal, and then white's stomach flops or something, I don't know. So yeah, this is how the game goes. And want to see who Mystery Man is? That's right, it's me. I'm the one who failed to spot the fork. Okay, bye guys now. I'm sure you're all disappointed in me now. Goodbye and have a good day.